Hey, you guys. This is your girl, Nay, and today's episode is brought to you by Nay Sweet Fix.
Hey, it's Mika, aka Taji.
It's Kia.
This is Mel,
And this is the Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. Welcome! Episode Bente! Bing, 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 I keep bing, bing. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We're here. Yes,
Yes.
we're action.
Yes,
we
Together,
are.
COVID free. Yes,
Okay,
guys, my test
okay.
came back. Not detected, COVID free. Thank you.
Okay.
So y'all stay away
Yes.
from me. Thank you.
You know what?
Yes.
Yes. So, hello, ladies. So, what's tea? Okay. How was y'all weekend? This weekend?
Dang, did we toast them?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
What
I'm
are we
sorry.
drinking?
What are
'Cause
we
we don't even
drinking?
know.
I don't. Yeah. What are we drinking?
Oh, so I made the drinks tonight. So we're having a little bit of pink lemonade, some tequila, and champagne.
Okay.
Oh.
All mixed in, and of course there was some leftover fruit that was infused with the other drink that we
that's
had.
great.
The
Spike
featured,
drink.
Oh, that's
yes,
By
right.
Kay's Creation.
yes, it's some of that is in
Ooh.
here too. So
That's why it tastes like
Yes.
that. Okay.
so we can toast to that. Clink,
Clink,
clink, in
clink,
real
clink.
life.
Yes.
Well, this is strong.
Mhm. And you guys might hear our background. Yes.
Ugh.
We had a guest or visitor who's trying to get in, but he can't.
Because he a hater.
Yes.
Y'all gonna stop talking about my god dog like that.
He is a hater right now.
He's trying to recoup from the vacation, from the from the weekend. So, how was everybody's weekend? I'm so excited. I missed the whole thing. Yes. How was everybody's weekend, Mika?
Oh, my weekend was hello. I'm telling my weekend. Thank you. Yes, my weekend was it was great. It was great. I seen mommy. We kiki turned up at the window, and I what else we did? Oh, we did a lot. I definitely was drunk. I was drunk, y'all, on some of these nights. And we went out. The love party was popping on a handstand. It was really, really cute. Like really love people having conversations, drinking, eating. Like it was really cute. And the game, shout out to the game that kids did. The little,
Yes.
interact with people. That was really cute too.
Thank you.
And then the after party, I went to the paint.
Okay.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Okay.
And it was definitely some stuff. Like I was like, wow, I ain't see the hoes in a minute, but the hoes, since they've been quarantined, they've been learning new tricks.
They've been doing all
Yeah, so I know I learned that they got feet warmers. So
and glow sticks.
okay. So my weekend, that's how my weekend was, girl. It was cute.
Nice. Melanie, how was your weekend, honey?
I think that it was about the same for me. Cause the weekend was great. Yeah, we did. We got to see mommy turn up real quick and do our dance.
Yes. Oh, she
And-
bust out laughing.
We did, and then the party. The party was amazing. Thank you, ladies, for planning everything. It was cute. It was real cute. It was interesting because it was like the people that I expected to come didn't, and the people that I didn't expect to show up all showed up.
That
So
always
it's
happens.
it's with an exception of Juicy,
Mhm.
because I knew Juicy was gonna come. But and then my sister. But everybody else, it was great.
Oh, and their video shout out. Yes,
Oh yeah,
Yes,
the
that
video
was so
shout out, that was
pretty.
cute.
And
too.
cry. Yes,
Yes. I cried like every time I watched it.
Yeah,
I got better over time.
it
But yes,
did
the
make
first two times I was like, it was the Christine for me. Yes.
Oh,
that way.
yes. Christina's amazing. Yes. And my weekend was great because we all spent it together. So we did the same thing, many of us. Yes. Everything was beautiful and fun. And when we went to the pink, that was interesting because I saw things and it was so liberating. It was like, yes.
And the drinks was good.
Oh, they were. Shout out to the bartender. All I know is her last name was Williams,
I
but
think it's was her name Tony?
Oh, it might have been. Yes.
Shout out to her because them drinks was good.
Yes, they was
I had
good.
the diamond in the rough. Yes, honey. The diamond in the rough was
can't
good.
even remember what I had. I had one drink and then Asia gave me another drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Asia. It was
Happy birthday, girl.
Yes, shout out. Okay.
Yes.
What's that drink called? When the pussy talk? Pink pussy or something like that.
It was what you said second. Yeah.
I can't even remember what drinks I had.
But it was good. It was fun. And the dessert table was everything.
Thank you, girl.
Yes. And that chocolate covered pretzel.
I didn't get none of that.
Oh, she said,
well, you just beat your feet on myself.
Also, you know, I'm so happy because I don't get to beat my feet on their toes in real life.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, Asia was saying that you can help yourself. And I wanted to take all the pretzels, but I was gonna save some for the people. And then she had on a backpack table some chips and something else, but I was like, no.
Oh yeah, in the restroom. Yeah, I saw that. The little chip.
Yeah, it was really nice. The decorations, the decor was beautiful.
It was. I was scared I wasn't gonna fit in that chair though. The little glass chair. I was like, oh, this a little small, but a big bitch fit, girl. Thank you. Thank you. A big bitch was in it.
Yes, she was in it to win it.
Okay, because that is so embarrassing to be sitting there and just fall about that chair. Like
I wasn't even thinking about none of that stuff.
Woo, but it was a good time. I needed
fried.
this weekend. Yeah, this weekend was awesome. It was so needed. And I'm on vacation, so that's even better. Like
yes.
Ooh,
and I felt like I was on vacation, but then I went home. And I love my husband and my son, but my son is just my son, and he just my son. Yes, so it's okay. It's okay. I went home, but then I'm back now. So,
okay.
yes, and back. But overall, we had a great weekend. We celebrated a beautiful soul.
We still celebrating.
Okay, clearly they're gonna have me
because that soul is gorgeous.
I've been getting drunk like every night.
Okay, and you still gorgeous. You deserve to relax because we have to go to work tomorrow.
I was super drunk last night.
Oh.
I don't gotta go to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I have to go to work tomorrow. That is true. No, I have to go to work tomorrow. So all those who have been booking since we've been on vacation, you'll hear from me tomorrow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was so hard to not return calls, but I have to learn to listen to the boss lady.
Yes, we are on vacation.
Okay, so. And Cation.
Okay.
So let's get into this topic. This is a little touchy one. Forgiveness.
Ooh.
Is it easier said than done?
Oh my.
So first the question is, do you even have to forgive? Like why not? Do you feel like it's mandatory that you have to forgive? And then once a person forgives, why do they still talk about the offense?
Because they forget.
Okay.
So I feel like, no, you don't have to forgive. Like you don't have to. I feel like some people forgive for certain reasons. They may forgive the person for themselves, like, just to forgive them, to give them themselves closure, so they'll forgive the person for whatever they've done. Or they may feel like they forgave them just to move on with whatever, whether it's a friendship, relationship, or, if you guys are related or whatever, just to move on and not have any bad blood. But I don't think you have to. If there's someone that, I don't think it's necessary to hold a grudge, but you could just cut that person off and keep it moving. Because I think for me, there are people that I've never forgiven for certain things, but I don't dwell on it. So no, you don't.
Okay. No. I knew you was gonna say no.
Well, we were supposed to be taking these shots.
Oh no, I wanted to.
We can wait at the end, honey. Because I need to work that up. For that, because I am.
It's toe up. Okay.
Ooh, I might spend a night over
what
here.
About this? So you should have a summer party. Just tell hubby. Yes.
I'm like, I'm drunk.
No. Okay. So what about the second part?
Why do they bring it up?
Yeah.
If they say they forgive because they didn't forgive.
Okay.
They didn't forgive. Or, they didn't necessarily forgive. I feel like they're trying to, because there's been like personally, there's certain things that people have
It's
done.
not your turn, Chico.
There's certain things that things that people have done to me, and I've said that I've forgiven them for, but then like something would trigger me and I'll bring it back up. So I don't know if that means I didn't really forgive. I don't know. But yeah, no, you don't got to.
Okay. Okay.
So I go next. It's
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
You know, I'm looking at my phone. I only got the big screen. I got my glasses on. Oh. So, do you have to forgive? I don't like that wording. Like, do you have to? Because when you say do you have to, I feel like no, I don't have to because it's up to me if I want to forgive you. And my question becomes, how do you forgive? Because people always putting out there, oh, you should forgive this person, or forgiveness will bring you blessings and greatness and stuff, but they never tell you how to forgive. Because if it's something that really hurt you or really like cause you trauma in your life, it's like, how do you forgive that? Like y'all leaving out that part. So I don't feel like you
Hush.
have to forgive a person. I-
Yeah, my god dog has a lot
He's
to
going
say
in over there. I don't
because
even
he
know if y'all
feeling
can
some type of
hear
way.
him, but I'm just trying to be professional and talk over him, but he's going in. But I don't feel like you have to forgive. I feel like it's something you will want to do on your own. And how do you forgive? Like, what is your forms of forgive somebody and knowing that you honestly forgive them? Because I mean, now that I think about it, I've said I've forgiven people, but like, I don't know, like I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. It's like I forgive you, but I don't fuck with you. Like,
Yeah, you don't have to.
but it's weird because it's like if I'm saying I forgive you, I accept it, you know, what you did to me and your flaws and everything. So I accepted that and I'm forgiving you for it. And yeah, we may not be as close, but I'm like, we ain't close at all. Like, I don't fuck with you.
That's fine.
So I don't know
That's
if it's
fine.
really forgiveness. And then once a person, yeah, I agree with Melanie on that. Once a person forgives and you know why they keep talking about it, because clearly you ain't forgive me. Or you it hurt you. Like it really, really hurt you and it damaged you. And it's just something like, you know, in your heart, you're like, you know, I really forgave you for that. I put it to the side, but I could never forget it. And then it's like you want to speak on it. But think about the other person who did you wrong. They're also feeling that. I mean, if they're sympathetic towards you, they're also feeling it. They hate the fact that they did that to you. And it's like, you know, I don't want to keep, you know, hearing you say it because I know it hurt you and I'm trying to do my best to get it right with you. But it's like at the end of the day, did you really forgive me? Because while we keep bringing it up, like, do you want me to keep telling you those hurtful words so you can hear it? Like, is it healing you by hearing you me say like, I ate another girl out or something? Like, is that, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit, like, that's the real, like, that hit different. Like, bitch, what? You put your mouth on somebody else? Like, I
That was
get
an interesting
anxiety.
example.
Girl, I didn't black out because that was one of my anxieties with my ex. I blacked out. Like I leaped across the room. I think I flew because I really didn't feel my feet touch the ground before my hand landed in her
Okay.
face
Ooh.
because yeah, like this,
Okay.
it hit different. The truth do hurt, but I'd
That
rather
does
know the
that.
truth than you walking around here lying because that's gonna hurt me even more in the long run to know that it all was a lie. So I feel like, yeah, like what Melanie said, you didn't forgive me if we still dwelling on it or talking about it. But if you want to get to forgiveness, then if I have to keep saying these words to you for it to help you, then like it is what it is. Like, yeah, I had sex with Shorty. We did it. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
Now,
Jesus.
what if there's like a scenario where, um, like in that instance, like you forgave them,
Mm-hmm.
um, you get you okay, somebody gave somebody else head, whatever, you forgave them, and then they you did something, and then they coming down on you,
So now the roles
and then
switch.
yeah, they coming down on you for whatever you did, and then you bring up, well, you know, you did this to me. Does that necessarily mean that you didn't forgive them because you brought it back up?
Well, I think that's necessary. That's kind of putting like an example because you're like, you're coming at me, blah, blah, blah. But a few short months ago or whatever, we were just in the same predicament. It was just the role was reversed. So it's kind of like letting a person see, like, you're yelling, you're screaming at me. And I get it, you're emotional and you're upset. But, let's
Let's
not
not
forget
forget
it.
you did
Yeah,
this to me
like you
too, right?
also did. So now how we dealt with it then, is it possible for us to deal with it the same way? Or like, what I'm saying? What now do I need to do to gain your trust? Like, like how you did with me, I'm willing to do for you. Or if they not, then just leave each other and stop fucking cheating on each other. So
Mhm.
that's, I feel like that,
That's a
yeah,
good
that's bringing
That's
up
a good
because
question.
it's like, you yelling at me and barking on me, but you're right. Let's not forget, boo. We was just here, like with
Yes.
you. So
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
so yeah, but that was
I
good,
understand
girl.
that.
That was good. I don't know if the rain light making me hot or the drink, but that
Okay,
was
a little bit of
cute.
both.
Okay.
I agree with you guys. Do you have to forgive? You don't have to do nothing but grow old and die. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to do anything. If you want to forgive, that's on you. If you don't want to forgive, that's on you. It's all in how you feel. And why do people forgive but then bring it up? Because they haven't forgiven. Because that I forgave you for doing. I've forgiven a lot of people for doing a lot of things to me, and I don't bring it up. Like I used to bring it up because I haven't forgave them, or I wanted them to feel bad about what they did to me just by bringing it up, or something would trigger why I would have to bring it back up in the first place. So yeah, what the lady said. I'm with all of it. Yes.
And your second part.
Oh, I did the second part.
Oh, that was?
Yes.
Oh, you just went all in together.
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
I'm
So,
hungry.
Me too. Me too. I want some ribs.
I can't.
Okay,
I
I'm
want
sorry.
You
a
gotta work
vanilla
tomorrow.
cappuccino.
I do. No, I do not. I have
You
to.
off tomorrow?
Yes, I have a dentist appointment in the morning, around the corner from my home.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I can go to the store.
Well, I can come back over here too.
Yes,
Yes, I'm sorry. We're having a sidebar conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I can come back over. I don't know
I'll
what the
get you
business.
some red. I can make
Oh, that
some
sounds
ribs
good. Yes, because they be
tomorrow.
melted off the
Oh,
bone.
yes, they do, girl. And that sauce she be using,
Okay.
that ain't regular sauce.
That sweet baby Ray.
Ooh, so we gotta have,
Ooh.
yes, I love dinner and drinks. Okay.
Oh my God.
I know I be
Yes.
hating.
And we
It's
gotta
all
do it. We
right.
didn't do our facials today.
Oh, we can
Yes,
we can do that tomorrow.
We was
Okay.
asleep.
Okay.
Okay, but back to
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry. We have a sidebar.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, all right, so we'll move on to the next question here, which I kind of didn't understand, but maybe if I reread it again, I'll understand it
Okay.
now. Do you think there is a relationship between love and forgiveness? Why or why not? So I just read it again and I still didn't. Love.
Okay.
Who go first?
I'm
Who else
supposed
supposed
to
go
Mika's supposed to go
first.
first,
Sorry.
but I can explain it, or at least I can explain it because that's a question. So do you think love and forgive? Do you think there's a relationship between love and forgiveness? Meaning, like,
Do they
if
go
I
hand in hand?
do they go hand in hand? If I is it easier for me to forgive you because I love you, or love don't have nothing to do with forgiveness? You did me wrong, and I'm gonna still decide if I want to forgive you or not.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know. That depends. Because it
Oh.
could be like somebody that I don't really even know. Like, I don't love you. Like, what I'm saying, you stepped on my shoe. Like, I forgave you for stepping on my shoe. Because I thought that was an accident. But the second time you did it, you kind of purposely. So, stuff like that. I don't feel like I love you because I don't really know you,
Okay.
stranger.
Okay.
But yeah, if it goes deep with somebody you're with and on. So yeah, now someone that you're with in a long relationship, I think yeah, that might be different because you do love them and you've invested in them. So at this point, you know, you're not just gonna throw the relationship away. You will try. I ain't gonna front because at the beginning I used to throw the relationships away, like throw them right away. Like once you did me wrong the first time, like you're done and done. But then as I got older, that kind of changed, and I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing because my last toxic relationship, it was literally like I just kept taking this girl back, hoping she would do better, and then she just keep doing stupidness. So it's like because I loved her, like I really, really loved her. Like only a person could love you that much if they're going to deal with that stupidness that they're going to put up with from another person.
Oh.
So, and I tried until I just could not try anymore. Like there was just no more try in me. Like, what else could you possibly do to hurt me? You just keep doing it. So in that particular incident, that's different when you're in a relationship because you're invested. And I do think love go hand in hand with that, because sometimes you can forgive and move on. And then there's others where you just can't forgive. And I feel like now that I haven't been with her all these years now, like I don't have those feelings or anything. Like I'm not in love with her. I don't want to be with her or nothing like that. But when I do think of like the stuff that she did, I do still get like upset. I get annoyed and I'm like, you stupid bitch, because I honestly feel like I ain't forgive for that, because it was a lot of dumb shit, unnecessary stuff that she did mentally to break me down. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to forgive. Like, I don't know how to forgive her for that. So that's where I'm at. My whole thing is, how do you forgive? Because I don't know. That part haven't been taught to us. That part is not in the textbook. They leave that part out, but they tell you should forgive. So
They
that's
don't
how
show
I
you
feel
how,
about
or
it.
don't tell you how.
Yeah, they don't tell you how. What you do.
Yeah.
So
So yes, I think love, the forgiveness thing. Do you think that? Yes, I think there's a relationship between love and forgiveness. Like Mika said, when you're in love and you've been in love and been in the relationship for a long time, it's, I don't want to say it's easier to forgive. I just think, based on what the offense is, but I think you want to forgive to make the relationship, try to save the relationship. Because my first boyfriend, and I'm not going to put him out there. My first, my first boyfriend.
Was he extra black?
He was extra.
Oh, I know he's talking
Yes.
Extra crispy?
Oh, no, not that one.
Oh, because I was like, I like that one.
No, you always like that one.
Yeah,
No.
I like him. Shout out to
Okay,
Black
no.
crispy
My high school
He went
first.
to Skyline.
No, he went to
No.
Crossland.
No,
I don't know what
Black
school.
Crispy one.
Oh yeah, he went to.
Okay.
Yes,
I know
he's
you talking
the
about.
Yes,
Black
but no,
crispy.
not him. No, but my high school person.
He went by
Light
one color
skin.
and his best friend went by another color. The Black Crispy one.
Yes, that is accurate information.
Yeah.
So, but not him. No.
I like that one.
Yes, who
He
gave
was
me
cool as
who
fuck.
gave me a, I can't even say. Okay. He gave me a gift for Valentine's Day back in the day. And I was like, what is this? But no, my high school person, okay. No, not stop guessing. So no, my high school boyfriend who I gave up the goods to, okay. Yeah, like I thought I was in love with him. And
oh my god, it just came
and
in.
he treated me like
animal.
Yes, and I was so in love, and I was like, I was so in love, and then
he was in my Espanol class.
Oh, I don't know. Well, he might have been.
Yes, corny, trash.
Okay, so yes.
Corny.
So everybody knows.
He was in my Spanish.
Yes. So I say that to say I was in love with him, but that love was a different love, because once he did what he did, I was crying, but I was like, I'm over you. So it depends on how much you invested into a relationship, I think, which will determine how much you are willing to forgive someone. So
there you go, bold.
Yes, he did.
There's
and
a
then
couple other people that went bold.
but yes, I'm not going to.
Karma. That's what happens when you mess with people, you go bold.
Okay.
And then some other things happen, and that was all karma. So
oh yeah, I remember that too.
Okay. So, but yes, I say that to say I think it depends on the relationship.
I almost choked and died just now.
Oh, don't do that. Hold your palms, your toes, hold them up.
I want some cake.
Why, y'all? Why do I have to go through this every time? But no, so that's my view on it. I think it depends on the relationship and how much you're willing to work on the relationship.
Okay.
Yes. Why are you laughing like old lady? It's okay. What happened? Your face is y'all. Oh my God, what happened? You just bust out laughing. Oh, okay, you red. I don't know what happened.
It just happened before. You was really trying to be serious. I was trying. Because she wants some cake.
I do that cake good.
I can see.
Oh
I need to
God.
get me a slice.
Yes, and is the candy still on there?
No, it's
Or
on the side. It's
Oh
on the
God.
side corner.
well, you
Oh,
gotta get a piece with the candy. It's good.
oh
Oh,
God.
okay.
Oh
But
God.
Yes, Melanie.
Oh God, it
forgiveness,
gushed a little.
forgiveness and
Oh,
love. Yes, I feel like there's a correlation between the two, especially unconditional love. I feel like
that agape.
if you really like, whether it's a relationship or family member or just a friendship, all of those are relationships actually. But
Absolutely.
I feel like if there is true, genuine, unconditional love, then it's easier to forgive a person for what they've done.
Yes.
What's the other part of the question?
Oh no, it was just one
That was
question.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Why the why or why not? Mika is over here. I cannot sit by you. You one of them people that you can't sit by in church because you don't do
Yes.
right.
No, it's you.
I didn't do nothing because I was trying to be professional. And
Yes.
she was like, but I want cake. Yes, I
It
remember.
just playing in my head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So
So why not?
yes.
Because like unconditional love, you love someone flaws and all.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no condition to your love. Like you're
Yes.
gonna love them regardless.
Okay.
Yes, that's that agape. I love that agape love. That's what that
Okay.
is. I'm sorry.
Yes. So yeah, of course, if that unconditional love is there, then it's gonna be easier for you to forgive that person for what they did.
Yep, I
Um,
agree.
yeah.
That's good
But
stuff.
you know what I think is super important
Mm.
that like we talking about forgiveness, we need to forgive ourselves for certain things as well.
Yes. You
But-
yes.
So yeah, life
That
can be
is
better
good.
if you forgive you. Even the other person don't even have to forgive you. You could feel if you've done someone wrong and you forgive yourself for it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, at
At
the
the
end of
end of
the
the day.
day, that's
Yep.
what matters.
And
Yeah.
it's hard for us to forget. I know me. Me, it's hard to forgive myself. Me.
Shut up.
Me too.
And it don't even be big stuff though. It don't even be big stuff sometimes. I be like, what is the problem? I beat myself up like worse than the next person would.
I beat myself up more in a way like, because I be trying to up myself too. And be like, you could do this, Mika. Like, you could do this. But then there's sometimes that I'm like, yo, I'm so stupid. Like, why am I allowing this to happen? Why am I
Mhm.
allowing this person to just put me through these type of situations? And I be like, I'm so stupid. Like,
Mhm.
why am I being so stupid? So I don't know, is that a form of like, trying to forgive myself for thinking that way?
Mm.
Like why I feel that way, but I feel it. So it's
Yeah.
like, how do you
Give
forgive
yourself.
yourself? Yeah,
Yeah.
for feeling like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do that make
Yeah.
sense?
It does.
Mhm.
It does. And you have to,
So that's why I put myself down at the most.
yeah. And I think we're so focused on the offense or how we feel and why we shouldn't feel that way that we lose focus on how to even forgive ourselves. Like, what's the step? We don't even think about the steps because we're so focused on why we think in the way we think, or, you know.
So I'm thinking once you write it all down and put it all out there, the
Mm-hmm.
actual issue that you're having with yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you see it in front of you. You see this is the issue you're having with yourself. Now that's what I'm saying. What do you do with that? How do
Okay.
you start dissecting it, breaking it down? Because it's like if change is going to happen and change is going to come, it may not be change that you're necessarily looking forward to or change that you want to
Mm-hmm.
necessarily happen. Who is that?
Who is who? Or
Trying to
somebody
come
coming?
in. Yes. What time is it?
Oh, that's Johnny. Is that Johnny? Yeah, that's Miss Johnny. That's Miss
Okay.
White.
So
Oh,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
time.
I don't know. I do come down on myself
That's
like that
7:50.
real hard.
Oh, it's 7:50. Yeah. Oh, it's
No,
7:29.
no, I
Yes.
said 7:50 here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I was getting the time. But no, I do come down on myself real hard about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know once I put it out there,
What do you
what do I
do?
do with it? Because I know in my mind, okay, so for me to stop being stupid, I need to leave this person alone. But then it's like I had so much invested. So I'm
Right.
gonna be so brokenhearted and I gotta go through all the trials and tribulations of it. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, damn, am I ready to really put myself through that? Because that is like a physical sickness.
Mm-hmm.
Like you really go through it. Your body, like you go through. So it's like,
Yeah, you're trying to detox yourself from that person.
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
the whole thing is not knowing how long it's gonna take. Like I'm
Mhm.
so organized and so like I know your birthday is December 1st, so I know I have a whole year or almost a year to
plan.
plan and do X, Y, and Z and da 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 da. But with that, it's no timeline. Like when you're going to get back to yourself.
Right.
Like fuck you, I'm good. That's
Yeah.
the part I hate. Because when every relationship is different, like sometimes it might take you fast. You be surprised in yourself, like y'all really got over that bitch mad fast. Okay, YOLO. And then there's other people when you just like it's been a year and I'm just like finding myself still thinking about stuff like come on. So
That's me. It's gonna take me a minute. I'm trying to detox. It's hard.
It's hard, yeah. So that's
because I always relapse.
Right, and that's
It's like a drug.
It's like a drug,
Yes, I
know.
exactly.
God.
So it's like, and that's when you feel stupid because it's like you relapse and it feels so good in the moment and everything, but then you go and see some dumb shit like reposting some dumb shit. And it's like, wow, just a slap in your face. So
or reality hits, and you're like, dang,
like you was just
we were just okay, and now
you was just here.
So.
Okay. Listen, I cannot with them. I cannot do this today.
You heard it here first.
Okay.
So.
Getting suffocated.
Oh,
my God. Oh my God. Next question.
Okay.
But no, I think
that gave me anxiety. Suffocation.
We like to be suffocated.
Okay.
That is something crazy.
My creases smell good.
Okay. That's what he said. Okay. I'm sure.
He did.
I'm sure. That's why I said that. I think the big issue or the big problem is allowing yourself to feel vulnerable, allowing yourself to take all the time you need. Because sometimes you'll take mad long and then you be like, dang, I've been broken up with this person for 2 years. Why I can't get it together? Allow yourself the time that you need to get over that person. You'll never get over that person, but to detach yourself from that life with that person to get to a better place.
So where you don't really need the person or yearn them or have feeling like you're addicted.
That part is definitely hard.
That is the hardest. It's hard. Like addiction is a lifetime thing, and it is hard to get over addiction. Some people never get over addiction.
They sure don't.
Once you get over, you be like, ugh.
You do. You like, I wanted that.
You be like, damn, I really was
tripping over that.
That's what I say about it all the time.
Oh, hello. Okay, listen, I'm
I
not
say that about a few people.
Oh, okay.
It's only one that I haven't. I'm gonna get there
though. Okay, and you will, and we will get there. Because if she don't like you, we don't like you. Okay. So the next question. What happens to my offender when I forgive? And what happens to me when I don't forgive? So
somebody wants to text this girl?
I don't have no nothing for her.
Okay.
I told Keith 750.
Okay, and the email says 750 too. 750 as well. So what happens to so that's a two-part question. What happens to my offender when I forgive?
Okay.
I can only imagine that what happens to the offender is that in most cases they will feel relieved that you have forgave them for something that they did and they're really truly sorry for. However, if you're in a situation and the person just keeps doing what he or she is doing to you, or what have you, and you keep forgiving them, nothing's going to happen to them because they're just going to keep doing whatever they want to do, knowing that, okay, if I do this again, she's going to forgive me, or he going to forgive me, or they're going to forgive me. So it's like two responses to that for me. And then what happens to me when I don't forgive? I know for me personally, when I don't forgive because of somebody I don't forgive right now, which is my father, shade but no shade, but I mean, we real on the show. Every time I think I forgive my father, he turns around and do something else that's like unforgivable in my eyes. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm grown and you still like, what are you doing? So what's happening to me personally is that like I still feel a certain way about my father. So if I forgave him and truly forgave him for everything he's done in the past and even recently, you all right?
I need to eat.
Okay.
I don't have to eat right now.
Okay.
I'm just saying because of the liquor.
It's getting there on an empty stomach. Oh yeah, you gotta feed that. If I don't forgive him, I'm gonna always feel a certain way, and I can't explain it. It's just like he's to me. He's like, and it's sad to say, but I think in my heart, like if I found out my dad passed away today or tomorrow, I wouldn't be like, oh no, why him, God, Lord God, put me in the casket. I'm like, nah, God, go ahead and take that. It's
Because
all
you
right.
don't
It's
have
his
that
time.
relationship with
Because I
him.
don't have a I don't have a relationship with my father. He's just, I respect him because he's my dad. But I don't know you.
Right.
I don't know you. I mean, I know you're my dad, I think, but I don't, I mean, it's like, no, but we look alike, but no.
So how do you think he feel as him being the offender? Like, how do you think? What do you think he thinks? Like,
I,
I should have been there more for my daughter. Do you think he feels any like remorse, or
mhm,
he harbors any hurt that he wasn't as active,
mhm,
or is he just like selfish, stuck in his ways?
yeah.
Like, is he there for his other kids?
No, he's not.
So it's,
Um,
or has he had a dad in his life that he, I'm saying, had someone to
mhm.
be there for him to raise him, or he hasn't, so he don't know how to be a dad. Like,
Right. So my grandfather, the only people that I know on that side of the family like that are my grandfather, which is his father, and my cousin Titi.
okay.
Everybody else, I mean, I
Shout out
know,
to
but
TT.
hey
Hey,
Titi, hey
girl.
little girl, you so little, she's so little. But my granddad, I talk to him all the time, and he even tells me, "Girl, your father said he talked to you. That nigga, a goddamn lie." I'm sorry, but that's what my grandfather be saying. I'm like,
Your
granddad,
grandfather fresh.
he is fresh. Shout out to my granddaddy because we engine. Okay, that's what he say. He say we engine and not engine. Yes, is that what he say? Engine.
I don't know, but he is
He's
fresh.
hilarious
He
and
is
he's fresh.
fresh.
And my father's fresh, but
Little
my
hoes.
grandfather be like, "Your father told me he talked to you yesterday." I haven't seen or talked to my father since my wedding, and that was a year some change ago. And he be like, "That lying mother effer." I'm like, "Well," he was like, "I don't know where you get that from because I've never done such." And I'm like,
So
"Oh."
he had his dad.
He had his dad and his mom.
So he was just being
It's
selfish.
them
He was just
streets.
being light skinned.
It's them streets.
And then sometimes I feel like with certain people, like for that, it's been all these years. He probably just don't know
Right.
how to make it
Make it
right.
right. Yeah.
And so he's just like, well, she all right.
Right.
Yeah, she got her family now. She moved on. Like, she's doing
But
good
that's
for herself. Or you feel like he don't want to come into your life and mess nothing up
anything
because
else.
you're doing so good, and he's so like hood rich, rebellish. You
Right.
need like my father. You know what I'm saying? I want to forgive my father for his drinking. I feel like he chose the bottle over his kids. And that's why, he don't have as close of a
Oh,
friendship or relationship with his children. Well, it's more closer with me than his son, but it's like, you want to see that day when he's sober for years, but it's like, will you ever see that day? And it's like, you lost faith. I've been lost faith. So like when people like he could change, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not really sold on that.
yes, I
But
haven't drunk this so much.
I mean, I understand what you're saying when it comes to
Yeah.
that, but I don't know how my father. I mean, I know my father be hurt because when he drink, the truth come out, and sometimes he call, be all teary eyed, or just be talking about some whole other stuff. I don't know what he be talking about. Like, it just be random. Like, I'll just get a text message like, you my nigga, right? And I'm like, you okay? Like, did you text the right person? Yeah, you have to. You my nigga for life. I'm like,
Aww.
all right, I love you. You good? Like, cause it be random. So I don't know. I don't know. It's forgiving. I need to know how to do it to actually forgive, because it's like people in my beginning, like my first girlfriend. We broke up years ago. I have no dealings, no strings attached to her, or anything. But it's like, did I forgive her for being a hoe that she was? Like I kind of just brushed it off. And I mean, because at the end of the day, she ended up with somebody who I went to college with, like
Oh, wow.
someone that was a good friend of mine, and she ended up in a relationship with them. So it's like,
Oh, happy.
happy now. And so, yes,
Happy,
it was
happy.
like, what I'm saying? I've gotten past it. I've been past it. I don't even know if like forgiveness was even a thing for it, because, once I moved past it and they were together and everything, it was like, I didn't have no feelings for her. So it was no hard feelings on my part. Like, I was happy they was together. Like, I wasn't jealous. I wasn't any of that. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I've ever forgiven, because I don't know how to forgive. What am I forgiving? How do I forgive? And I know I ain't forgive my last relationship. So I don't know.
That's deep.
I don't know how to forgive y'all. So I'm just putting it out there, but I still would like, if y'all want to go on a date.
Okay. We're gonna work on her, y'all. We're gonna work on her forgiveness part. Yeah. So Mel, what are your thoughts about, what happens
to the
to
offender?
when you do forgive?
I guess they feel relieved.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, if they're the type of person that is really genuine about being sorry for hurting you, they won't offend again. But I'm pretty sure that they feel relieved if you truly forgive them.
Right.
And then what happens
To me when I
to
don't
me
forgive.
if I don't forgive nothing? What's supposed to happen?
Okay. She goes
Funny.
in. She's a realist though, right?
Like,
You be saying what people be thinking all the
what's
time.
supposed to happen to me if I just don't forgive you? I might probably feel because I know me. I'm working. I really realize, and I really need to work on it. What's the word? Is it vengeful? Like I be wanting I be wanting to get revenge so bad.
Yeah.
Like that'd be my first reaction. Like if somebody hurts me, I'd be like ready to plan my revenge. But then I always be like, you know what? No, don't do it.
But that's always the first
That's
thought.
always
So
my first
rage
thought.
comes
Rage.
first.
Yes, that's always like we want to
Wow.
get you back. Like I'm gonna get you back. That's always the first thing. Anger. I'm always angry when somebody do something to me because I think I'm such a kind person. Like I'm not a bad person.
Not at all.
And if I really fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you. You'll know I fuck with you. Like I'm gonna be a great friend to you. So if you cross me, I feel like none of that mattered. And the whole friendship or relationship or whatever was taken for granted. And now I'm going to make you pay. That's how I always feel. But then I always be like, you know what? You a different person. It's not really that worth it because shit's going to happen to them anyway. If every time people do something wrong to me, something always happens.
Yes, karma.
All the time. So I just have to wait for it to happen.
Yes.
Well, I think, same thing. The offender, if I forgave them, I don't know how they feel because honestly, I haven't. Well, you know what? I can. I think I have honestly forgiven one person, and that was y'all know ARI.
Okay.
And so, and so, yeah, we did have a sit down like years ago. And I was like, you know what? I forgive you. Like, whether I know the true thing behind a story or not, or whatever the case may be, like, I put all this behind me and past me. And, I forgive you for the BS. And I just, at this point, like, I've already moved forward. And that's just what it is. So we weren't friends at first. Like the friendship kind of rebuilt up because we were friends from the beginning. But then it was like forgiving the ASH because I don't really talk.
Well, I was about to say something.
Oh, what's
I don't fuck with her.
I was about to say something,
Oh,
but I'm not gonna say it. I'm glad I caught myself.
I don't fuck with that one. So it's like, even though everything transpired and I still may, like I said, I may not know the full story or anything behind it. The thing is that I know that she was going to always have ARI side, like regardless. So if ARI out here doing her dirt, she's always going to have her side. And I'm like, I can't have you as my friend because you're sitting here knowing that she's doing dirt and you're, you know what I'm saying, still trying to connect and be friends with me and stuff. And that's not going to work for me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I forgave her, but I just kind of just like, I don't communicate with her. I don't associate with her. We don't speak. So it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Like I don't deal with her. But if I were to see her on the street, I'm to the point now, like I don't want to lay hands. Like I don't want to fuck you up on sight. I don't want to do any of that. Honestly, I may even give you a hello, but it's like, I don't feel like I need to go all, catch up on life. How's you doing? Hey, you got boyfriends? How's things going? Like
not boyfriends.
Oh, well, maybe a boyfriend. Oh, she even got that. She can't keep that. But shade, but no shade. But
let me take a sip on
yes, but that's how I feel. But I then also felt bad, like, well, how can I forgive one and not forgive the other? You know what I'm saying?
Was the offense
because one was eating your booty and the other one wasn't?
Okay.
That's easy.
Ew,
I was going to ask. I was going to ask what
Well,
was the relationship
ew.
between the two.
That is true,
But never mind.
Yes, she's right on that ill. But
Never
one
mind.
was a little intimate. The other one wasn't. Just was just a friend. But
That's
okay,
the
I guess that
difference.
makes sense. That
It
is the
does.
difference.
The
But
relationship
the
was
girl code,
different.
I know the girl code would have been with sticking with her best friend. So I get it because I would have stuck with mine. So I get that. But I just don't
Wow.
fuck with you.
I
'cause
look
that's what it is.
uneven. Hold on, I look uneven.
No,
Okay.
it's my laptop. I'm sorry, guys. It's my laptop. It's kind of slant, but we won't be.
Oh, but we won't be slant.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Tell if it was that my bootleg laptop.
Well, you said it.
I said it in the beginning before we filmed.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's okay.
Sorry. Okay, so
Where did I guess go?
I guess she hung up because she came too early.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
So you want to go? I'll go to No Judge then.
Yes, no judge.
Okay, I'll
No
go to No
judge
Judge
zone.
and we'll see if she come rolling back around here. Okay, guys, we give you time slots, guys. Yeah, and I think it was like 7:50, guys. So like these emails really, just read. We try to make them not long, lengthy, but 7:50. But we're gonna go ahead and move on. Cause yes, that's what we're gonna do. So no judgment zone, no judge zone.
Yes.
Okay. Hey ladies. Let me read this in her voice. Hey ladies. I listen to you ladies on my way to work every week and love your advice on this part of the podcast. Thank you, girl.
Yes, girl, you number one.
Please give it to me straight, no chaser. For years, I have been beating myself up about something that happened during my childhood. When I was about 11 years old, my cousin, who was maybe 40 years old at the time, molested me. Wow. It happened so frequently that I thought it was normal. Because he lived with us, I felt like if I didn't do what he asked me to do, I would get in trouble in some way. Fast forward to my life now. I am engaged to the love of my life, and he wants to start a family as soon as we get married. The only thing about that is I am afraid to have children because of what happened to me as a child. My fiance does not know that I was molested as a child, and I don't want to tell him either. Do you think me not wanting children is a result of me not forgiving my cousin? Or could it be because I think the same thing will happen to my child? I really need your advice, lady. Sincerely, your number one fan.
Oh, and that will have to wait because our
Okay.
podcast is.
that
So yes, we're gonna leave you
will.
in suspense, ladies and
Really
gentlemen.
are, but hold
That
on.
was good.
Is somebody going to introduce who's coming
Oh,
out?
Melanie is introduced. Oh no, I'm
That's
doing that.
right.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not. But oh, wait a minute. What's
Yes,
going
you are.
on?
Because
Yes.
you did the topic.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
Oh, that's not right. Okay, hey girl.
That
Oh, I
is-
did not mean that.
So,
Okay.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Sweet sweat.
Nay Sweet Fix.
All right, Nay.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
I'm not even.
Like a little
Not
city
even.
oasis.
Janae, we can't see your pretty face, Nene.
Sell a house.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Certainly did not.
Hey.
Well, your hair is
Hello.
beautiful.
Just get it.
But also one of the crazy that's bright.
Good Lord. Hi, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. How are you guys?
We are wonderful.
Well, how are you?
And then in the girls' rooms, Jen gave me a few ideas.
Can you hear us?
So, I brought in
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, thank you. Welcome for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Do you have a beverage with you today?
Actually, I don't because I'll be heading to work around 10 o'clock. So.
Oh, okay. Understood. Understood.
Okay, water is fine.
Yes, water with wine. Lemon is great with us.
Well, I drink for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome again. We're gonna start off with one of the questions. Tell us a little bit about your business and how it got started.
Okay, so my business is Nay Sweet Fix, and it actually got started in 2017. I had always inspired doing baking. I've been doing baking with my grandmother, my aunts for like many years, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I really didn't take it serious until that summer of 2017. I went to my first cake convention. It was up in New York. And I went there and I was just like excited. It's just so much stuff you could do with cakes. Like, I mean, people, they build buildings with cakes. So it's just amazing. And ever since then, it just really jumped off for me. I did not expect for my business to jump off the way it did. And I was just tremendously blessed that it had went really well for me.
All right, awesome, awesome. And you said you went to a cake convention in New York?
Yes, that was my first cake convention. My second one was in Miami, and that one was in 2018.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I've
Wow.
always wanted to go to, I love snacks. So I always, it has been my dream to go to like a candy convention. Like I used to always see it on like when the Food Network. And yes, okay, that's not what we're talking about. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's amazing.
You just said
You get to
snacks
see
and I just was like,
so many different vendors out there that sell their products, make their products. They even have like different category and competition. Like if you're into wedding cakes, they have a particular section for wedding cakes. Different type of arts. Like if they'll give you like a theme, like they'll say, okay, the theme is ocean. So you'll come up with like a cake creation that represent like the ocean. So it's pretty cool.
yes, but I don't like that fondant, girl. That fondant is
Oh, yeah.
decoration. I don't do fondant,
I'm not a
fondant,
fondant girl
whatever you want to. I
myself.
don't do it. It is just not even. It shouldn't even be that way. So next is what are your best sellers?
My best seller as far as like flavor or
Like flavor, if it's cakes versus cupcakes, or what sells the most?
I would say the most would be a strawberry shortcake, but a lot of my clients, they'll give me the freedom to be more artistic, be more freestyle. So my signature style would be fresh flowers. Like I like to design with fresh flowers.
Yes.
So they just give me the freedom to just do whatever I want. And I really like that because it really shows that they trust me enough to do my own thing. Like most of them, they'll come with inspirations and they'll just be like, well, here's an inspiration picture. Do you think you can like get it similar to that? And I'd be like, I'll get it my best. But they'd be like, okay, but they definitely let me have a little bit of creativity when it comes to design.
Okay, and that's good. That's important.
It is.
Yeah.
That's important. I'm like, you do some of your best work when you freestyle and it comes from the heart.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you other things other than cakes and pies and cupcakes? Do you bake other things, or are you strictly
I haven't ventured out to doing other desserts. I am just starting to get into like shooters, like the little small
okay.
like dessert cups. I had created those. I did actually like a unicorn thing. So it was banana pudding, but the pudding was different colors to represent a unicorn.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yes, them shooters or them shots of snacks, yes, that is just a tease for me. I eat like
I know, right?
No birthday party because I'm eating 10 because that's just and if it's good.
She really likes snacks.
I
Like
do.
this is the sweet queen right here. So you right up her alley.
Yeah, that's why when I saw who was coming on it, I was like, oh yes, I have questions for her. But then I didn't know I was supposed to be. Okay, yes, but I was so excited. So I'm gonna have to try your yes, I could just because when you said strawberry shortcake, like I can just envision how fluffy the cake part is. Fluffy and not spongy, because the spongy stuff is just the nasty.
I'm
Spongy.
hungry.
Yeah.
Spongy. You want that fluff. Yes. Oh, I just spoke to my spirit. Yes. So
I need a snack.
yes. you got us hungry on here, girl. Do you deliver?
I do deliver. I actually deliver if you are within my area because I'm located in Akiki. So I don't charge if you're like in my surrounding areas as in Akiki, Waldorf, Brandywine, Clinton, Upper Marlboro, Oxton Hill, Temple Hills. I don't charge for those areas. But if you're outside of those areas, I do charge a delivery fee.
Okay, yes, I'm up the street from what you just
I'm
said.
in Waldorf.
Okay, yes.
Yes, and I'm in Temple Hills, Oxon Hill area. I
Yeah.
was waiting for you to name one of them. Yes, that's okay. I will catch a flight to Wakanda for you. Awesome. So, since the holidays are coming up, do you have any specials like buy one get one free? I mean, because I'm all
haven't
for
decided
it.
if I want to
I'm
do
so sorry.
anything this year, any specials this year. I do have a couple of orders that's coming up for the holiday, but mostly I be with my family. My mom, she's out of state, so mostly I try to like be with her during the holiday. So I really don't
Okay.
take any orders during the holiday. But this year, since COVID, everything's been a little bit crazy. So I've been accepting orders. So I'm still in debate if I really want to do a special this year.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, you did that. Okay. And then the last question for us is, unless the ladies have a question, how can we find you? So, and for our viewers who are viewing this show, how can they reach you and get some Nay sweet fix?
Okay.
Yes, I am on Instagram. It is nay_sweetfix_. So you can either, I'm on there, I'm on Facebook as well with the same name. And my contact, my email address and my phone number is on my Instagram.
Okay.
Okay.
On the IG.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so we'll make sure we get all that on the description.
Yes, and I don't have a problem with people sending me DMs. I know a lot of people like, oh, don't DM me. I do answer DMs. So if you send me a DM and if you don't send me an email, I will answer your question or
Okay.
so yeah, I do look at my DMs.
Okay, and what's your turnaround time for orders? So how far in advance does somebody need to let you know they want to order, and what is the turnaround time for that?
Ooh,
Well, it depends. Like I had somebody that contacted me yesterday asked me could I get a cake for them on the 13th, which is no problem as long as it's not specialty. Like if I have to customize it, if I have to order something particular, I at least ask at least 2 weeks for specialty cake. Cupcakes, I could do that in 3 days.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just the turnaround time for a cake. If it's a special cake, I at least need 2 weeks. If it's something simple, I can give me 3 days. I can get it.
Okay, nice. All right, any questions? Anything that you want to mention to us that we forgot to ask or?
I just really appreciate you guys letting me come on here so much. Like I really appreciate the opportunity.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
I'm
on.
looking at your
This is my
Instagram
first
now.
time
This is,
doing a
yes,
Zoom.
girl, these cakes look good. Look at the little shooters.
Thank you.
I'm on your Instagram now.
Those pots.
Oh wow.
These are like the shooters you're talking. Wait, can you see that? Can you see?
Yes, those are the unicorn shooters.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
More like yes, I can eat one of those because they.
Because they're like a big,
Yeah,
it's not
big,
a small
yes.
shooter. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Like, yes, Black owned businesses, guys. Make sure y'all support. Like, we're gonna put all her information down in the description. And yeah, it's official. This case look good.
Yes, I will definitely follow you back and keep up with you on Instagram.
Okay.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much. I really appreciate you guys letting me come on your broadcast.
Sounds good. And we thank you for coming on the show because I used to work at night and I would be asleep right about now. So
Oh yes. And I'm a night owl.
Okay.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
evening,
Nobody has ever hearted me back. No, I'm lying. But you're the second person.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, yes, I like her.
Mm.
So we gotta
Yes.
go back to the.
Oh, no, you don't have to get up. I don't think. Yes,
We
back to
go back
the
to the
no judge zone.
All right,
What's
that
the
was
last
juicy.
part? What was the actual?
all right, let me go back, y'all, because that was juicy. And them snacks got me now. I want a snack. I want to.
What is that?
I want
Okay.
a juice vanilla
Oh, don't say.
cappuccino. Oh, she recorded one. Let me accept my friend request real quick. She requested me just now. Okay.
Okay.
And
That was
so,
quick, girl.
okay, maybe
Nice.
quicker than that.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, ladies, I listen to you ladies on the way to work every week and love your advice on this part of the podcast. Please give it to me straight, no chaser. For years, I have been beating myself up about something that happened during my childhood. When I was 11 years old, my cousin, who was maybe 40 years old at the time, molested me. It happened so frequently that I thought it was normal. Because he lived with us, I felt as if I didn't do what he asked me to do, I would get in trouble in some way. Fast forward to my life now. I am engaged to the love of my life, and he wants to start a family as soon as we get married. The only thing about that is I am afraid to have children because of what happened to me as a child. My fiance does not know that I was molested as a child, and I don't want to tell him either. Do you think me not wanting children is a result of me not forgiving my cousin? Or could it be because I think the same thing will happen to my child? I really need your advice, ladies. Sincerely, your number one fan.
Oh, girl.
So I'm
What?
so sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry that even happened to you.
Yes.
And
Oh my.
you live, I don't know how old you are now, but that you even had to live with that since you were 11.
That's
Um,
deep.
I feel like that plays in
That
what
part.
Melanie said, like you have to forgive yourself first before you can do any other kind of forgiving. And also, I don't think you want to go into a marriage with secrets. So
Yeah.
I think you really need to tell your fiance because honestly, you need to see if this person going to be with you for better or for worse. And if
Mhm.
that person is stick by you and by your side and help you get through this, then you know you chose the right person. You might even need counseling because it sounds like you
Mhm.
never, got this out and you sat with this, so long inside you, and no child deserves to even go through that. And I feel like you can definitely break the curse. Like that does not necessarily have to be what's going to happen to your child or your children.
Mhm.
And but I do feel like forgiveness first in yourself, for yourself, in order for you to move on. Now I can't tell you how to forgive yourself because I'm still struggling with that myself, but I do feel that's where the work needs to start for you,
Mhm.
and then you can move on into other things. And then also, do you even still have contact with this cousin at this
Mhm.
point now in your adulthood? Because this is someone that's in the family, so
Right.
they come around, and you never told anyone, so they never got in trouble for it. They
Right.
is they doing it to other people in your family, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm so sorry. Like that's what I feel. Start the work within you first, and then the girls can add to it because it's a very touchy topic,
It
and
is.
this has happened to a lot of people in life, not even just women, but men or kid boys,
Mhm.
as well, and they just hold on to this information, and that stuff could really hurt you in the long run. So,
Yes.
what else you girls want to add to that?
Mm.
I think. Well, hopefully, if they was 40 and you was 11, and you had an age where they probably dead by now.
Okay, listen. You know what?
So that might be a good point.
I love her, y'all. We
But
love
the
her.
the
Yeah.
biggest thing is like, especially like what Mika said, as far as going into a marriage with secrets. That's one thing. But the other thing is therapy is definitely needed. And
Mhm.
who do you think is going to molest your child? Like if it's just you and
Mm.
your husband, do you in the back of your mind feel like, or your fiance, soon to be husband, do you feel like in the back of your mind that after you get married and you have your child that your husband is going to do it? Like who do you think is going to touch your
Or
Your
is it
child.
child?
his side of the family
Yeah,
or her
like
side of, because her side of the family clearly is on her side. But like you said, if
but they
that
were
uncle
living,
was
that uncle was living with them. So
Mm-hmm.
who's
Who
living
she
with them
that she think is
that
gonna.
she
true.
think is would do that? So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that you have
So
to
could it
figure
be
out.
trauma that she's thinking like that? Like she's always gonna think like
Like
that.
somebody's
Yeah,
but
that's
like
why
who?
counseling is
Right.
important.
So yeah,
Right.
you definitely, I think counseling is
Mm-hmm.
definitely, I don't think it don't have to do with forgiveness because you may not forgive that person that did that.
Right.
Hmm.
You know,
Right.
you don't have to forgive. I mean, if it makes you feel better, then do that. But
Mm-hmm.
only do it for you. Don't do it for them. If it if forgiving what happened helps you with having a child, then I say go for that. But like, I don't think anything will happen to your baby. Like,
Right.
yeah, I don't think. But you definitely need to talk to your husband about
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
because he could help you. You never know. He might have known somebody, or he may
Mm-hmm.
have gone through the same thing, and you guys could build on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's true.
That's
but
true.
yeah, like nobody deserves to go through any of that.
That's true.
So yeah, I think counseling is definitely one thing that you like. Some type of grief counselor is one thing, and forgive yourself because it wasn't
Yes.
your
Hmm.
Yes.
fault.
It
And
wasn't.
even though you didn't say anything, it still wasn't your fault
Right.
because you were scared. So
Mm.
forgive
And you were
yourself.
a kid. You were young.
Yeah.
And don't never let nobody say, well, why didn't you say anything? Because you didn't.
Right.
So, and
Okay.
that's not the point.
You heard it here
And you can't
first.
go back and change time.
Yeah, because it
So
should have never even happened.
Okay.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So you just deal with the now.
yeah.
That's true. I feel the same way as these two young ladies. It's not your fault because sometimes that's the first thing we think it's our fault that this happened. And I should have said something to somebody, but you were 11 and ain't no telling what your cousin was telling you that made you not tell. So forgive yourself for thinking that something might happen to your child, which is why you don't want to have a child or scared to have a child. Right. And like Melanie said, who do you think is going to hurt your baby? Is it just someone in the family? Because maybe you see that somebody have some of the, like they may look like they could do something like that. Or is it just you that really feel like, okay, nope, I'm not having any kids because what if you're concerned about the what if, but definitely tell your husband. Um, yeah, you don't want to keep any secrets. That's not it's not fair to him and it's not fair to you to begin a new life together and have secrets. It might be hard for you to share that with your husband, but definitely share that with him so he can talk to you about it and you all can work it out together.
And you see, we already calling him your husband. So we're
Oh
speaking
yeah,
that into
girl.
existence
Okay, because he is
already.
your husband.
Because that will be
Okay.
your husband. So,
Yes. So definitely.
but that goes back, Money, to you, right? Like, who are you scared of
Mhm,
that your child is going to be around? Because you know,
mhm.
in like some cases, when you get molested back in the day, it's like a ricochet effect. Because you
Mm-hmm.
notice some molesters were molested.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Hurt people. So
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
So I'm
definitely.
wondering, like, are you afraid of yourself? Do you, because like you
That's a
That's
never
good thing.
good.
dealt with it
That's a good
ever.
question.
You held this all in. You haven't even told a single, I don't like family
Nobody.
member.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first of it coming out, and I'm
Mhm.
grateful you shared it with us. But it's like, it's parts of you scared of yourself. Like, have you been around children?
Mhm.
Like, do your husband and his family or events you go to, are there children around? How do you interact with them? Like,
Mhm.
that could be another thing because you might be afraid that something like that, that you didn't think that was in you now might be in you because what happened to you.
Right.
But honestly, I do feel like counseling should definitely be a part of your healing process before you even bring children into the world, because right now you're still dealing with it. It's still heavy on your heart. And I don't think any child should suffer and come into the world and have to, be given any less love because of what
Mhm.
happened to you.
Right.
And so therapy definitely is your first way to go. And then yes, when you move on from that and you do feel good, you and your husband definitely have the children that you guys deserve because children are blessings.
They really
And it's
are.
okay to protect your baby too. Don't feel like you don't have to protect when your child comes into this world. You
Yeah,
protect your baby from everything.
that's what
Yeah.
you're
It's
supposed
going to
to
be your
do.
first instinct anyway.
Yes. And you need to definitely tell your husband, because by the looks of this letter, he trying to get it on and popping as soon as you say I do, because you said as soon as we get married, honey. He is
We
trying
want
to take you
kids.
down, honey.
Yeah.
He is trying to take you. Let me take you. Oh, okay. That,
What was that?
what?
What was that?
That was Melanie.
Oh, how she got
Oh my God. I hope we made you laugh, honey, because whew, oh my God. These ladies gonna have to make me wear some grown-up padded underwear, because I can't. But yes, the way you wrote this letter, honey, he trying to take you down when it's time to take pictures.
That was me.
Yes.
Oh, it sounded like dog. It sounded like dog.
Oh my God. So, ma'am, I hope we made you laugh, because I was like, why she turn around? What's going on? Oh my God. Yes. So, yes. So, all in all, it's okay to talk about it now. It might be hard, but if you don't talk about it with nobody, well, you shared it with us, but share it with your husband. Let him know your most inner, things that you deal with, because at the end of the day, once you say you do, nobody else matters.
Exactly.
It's going to be
your problems is his problems,
yes,
and vice versa.
Yes, so let him in.
And
I mean,
other people do matter.
And then all he gonna say is he ain't gonna let nothing happen
because
to
your
his
best friends
baby
matter.
anyway.
Yeah.
He gonna say ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah. So
I'm sure he'll
because he gonna protect them just as much as you are. So yeah.
So we
So
wish you
really
we wish
do.
you well, honey, and look into some counseling, because
definitely
that will definitely help.
And they're supposed to do that anyway before you get married?
Yeah, everybody doesn't, but
I thought it was mandatory. Clearly, I've never been married before.
It's
hint.
Yes, but you guys will get married.
Okay.
But it's yes, because I need my best friend-in-laws to get it together.
So
So wherever y'all are, best friend-in-laws.
I don't know about me.
I don't know about me. Yes.
He blows me with the double me's.
Yes.
You see how she be throwing it in there?
It's gonna happen, because I'm gonna smack them when they find you. And I'm like, where you been? I bet you know what we had to go through to get to you. Oh, I'm ready. I have it all. I have it all in my head. I have it all planned out in my head. But it's gonna be okay. You get ready to start a life with your husband or your fiance. Same difference.
Yeah, we already been saying husband.
Yes.
So that's
So
my husband, girl.
don't go into your marriage with any uncertainties or something you haven't told
no
him.
Secrets,
no.
Please. That's not how you want to start that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
But we can only imagine how hard it is for you. So just try. Just try. And try.
That's the pizza box.
Yeah, I had to pop up on. I think that was that honey sauce. When I was like, "What is this on the table?" Yes, I think I figured out.
Who the honey sauce that had us? Well, had y'all choking?
That had Melanie choking.
It was the cheese for me. Yes. Yes. So
God is good because I didn't choke.
Yes, we've been choking all week.
I know they're trying to die on my time. Like.
Oh no, Melanie caught it. Yes,
Melanie. Been choking all week.
Yes, been choking all weekend.
Not me.
Not me. I only choked last night.
And not me, because I don't have to choke, but if we're talking about the carpet, then
and I'm married, so I can choke whatever I
want. Oh, y'all nasty.
Y'all what you put in this alcoholic beverage?
No, that wasn't the week. That was the week.
Okay, you know what?
On my birthday.
Sorry.
So, it's a lot of choking going on in here, but
deep
throats.
What they said.
Spray. Yes.
Yes.
So we're gonna toast on. I know we're gonna take a
Oh
shot.
no, it's
my
time.
stomach is not prepared for that.
Oh, I haven't had nothing. Hold
Because
on.
it's the birthday. We still celebrating the birthday. You made me put the shot for nothing. I knew we was taking a shot.
I'm taking it.
I mean,
Just-
but I
Okay,
mean-
that's what you say. Yes, take it. Ooh, I'm
Oh,
hot. Oh my God.
Oh, it's better. Is it gonna go down smoothly?
Yes, it should go smooth down the throat.
Oh my God, that's
Down
what.
the
Okay,
esophagus.
I'm getting hot already. I can't.
I've been hot. Okay. So we're gonna toast, and just in case if you were still wondering, we are
Still going strong.
and clink.
Oh my
Just throw it
God.
back. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Bye guys.
Later.
Ooh. I gotta get up though.
Oh.
Bye guys.
Oh God.
Oh, it's still recording.
Bye guys.